gonna pass the guard to the same side he's controlling my my leg, okay? So if he's holding this leg, I'll pass this way. If he's holding the other leg, I'll pass the other way. If he's holding both legs, I'm doing really bad here. Don't let him do that, okay? So always one leg forward and the other leg's behind you here. First thing you're gonna do, you're gonna turn your knee inside in square so it's harder for him to push you, okay? We're gonna do a very simple pass right now. It's a Toreando pass from the leg, okay? So sometimes people like to do the leg drag to this side, but I feel when you go for this side, because he's controlling my pants on the other side, it's really hard for me to pass this way. Because the control right there. And sometimes he can even like pummel his leg and start putting the X guard, okay? Plus, like if I try to hug him here on this side, he's gonna block me like this. Or he's gonna frame like this, okay? So the best way for me to pass this guard, if I think about that, is this way here, the same side. He's controlling the leg. Because now his hand is busy controlling my leg. It's easy for me to just hold it, okay? Most of the time without his head will be off the mat. Okay? He's not gonna be with the head on the mat. So I'll take advantage on that and I'll go straight to the underhook here and I'll link my hands together, okay? So the way I'll pass is gonna look like this. So first thing, I turn my heel up like this, my leg like this, okay, square. I'll control both hands right on his ankle right here, and I'll push his leg down, so taking the Riva hook out. Okay, I'm not gonna step over his leg right now, okay? Just here. So now look, I'm gonna put pressure with my shin on his hamstring, and I'll step my foot out a little bit. You see, I step like this. So now I have a space to go away from him and go for the Toreando pass, okay? Again, first step. Second step, control the heels and push the Riva hook out. Third step, I'll lean forward and I'll bring my right foot out a little bit. So now when I go away from him, I can drag. So when I go away from him, I don't bring his leg like this, okay? It's just my body going away from him and I keep his heels almost touching his butt. When I feel the tension on his leg, that's when I throw his legs to the side and get the side control, okay? Sometimes I wind up the position with my shin over his arm, sometimes here. It doesn't matter. The most important thing is to hug his head and link my hands together. Now I use my shoulder in one side and my chin in the other side, so I trap his face here. Okay, trap his head, okay? And establish the side control. Again, step 1, step 2, step 3, and now step 4. Just like that. Okay? Yes. And make the cookies. That's how you need to pass, okay? So, first is just like balance. Second is breaking his guard. Third is moving away from him. If I just try to throw from him, sometimes the foot gets stuck here. That's why I need to do like that small step. Okay, with this leg, so you can be far from him and under. Sometimes you're gonna be here, okay? Just make sure your shoulder is super heavy on his face. If you try to turtle, the only way for him to make you disconnect from him is if he's taking his elbow away from his body. If he does this, it's really good for him to turn. So make sure your armpit is like really heavy here, okay? If you have the underhook like this. Now, after you pass, it's very important to establish the position. And one thing really important that you need to know is to keep your thigh really close to his hips. No matter what, he's gonna try to go away from you. Your thigh needs to be connected here. Okay? Go away from me, Ron. You see? My thigh is always there. I cannot let him escape, go on, and give that space. That's when you recover the guard, go on. Look, that's what I mean. So I always need to be like, kind of like a leg drag, okay? Like connected. Again. So you're gonna do this. 1, balance. If he's grabbing my collar, I can break his grip or not. This position works even when the guy's controlling your collar. 1, 2, 3. Okay? The detail of stepping the leg out is most important detail, okay? And also build that tension, pushing his heel against his butt. So when you feel that tension back, you throw. Even when I'm past like regular Toreando, I don't control much the pants. I see like some of you guys do this, okay? Like this. It's not wrong, but I feel it's easier for him to move his legs, right? But if you want to control the heel and here the ankle, it's harder for him to move his legs. It's easier for me to control him, okay? You gotta throw really hard to the side, okay? It's like doing a steering wheel, like this, but at the same time, pushing his leg away here, this way. So you're gonna have to pass in the front of his thigh. So you don't wanna land here, right? So you want to always land like chest on chest. So make sure you throw in a way that you can land chest on chest, okay? Last one. So I'm here, step 1, step 2, 3, step out. Just repeat this like 5 and 5, 5 and 5 until the same time, okay? All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, most of the time your opponent will be controlling your pants. If you control your heel, I feel like when he's controlling my heel, it's so easy for me to free my leg, okay? So when you control here, it's harder for me, so it's easier for you to control. Sometimes they can do like different controls like this, yes, like this one here. You're gonna learn later how to pass this, okay? But for now, look, I need to have balance first. And when I grab the leg, when I push his De La Riva hook out, I don't go in the middle of his shin or neither in the knee, right here on the knee. So I need to go like right here. So this hand, my thumb goes right on his ankle right here. I gotta grab like between the foot and the shin, like right on the ankle here, okay? So I see some of you guys here. So if I push here, he's still with the De La Riva hook there. When I push lower like this, it's harder for him to put De La Riva back, so I control here. Now I do this, okay? I prepare myself to go away. So now here, I cannot like just throw his legs and both knees face that way, and like I'm passing like this. So if my opponent is facing that way, I'm doing wrong. The way I'm throwing is wrong, okay? And I see some of you guys say like that. So it's like 1, and actually like when you grab, you stretch your leg really quick. Here. Now you step out. Now here, look, I'll push this, okay? And I'll pull this. He needs to like spin a little bit sideways for me, okay? So when I'm here, go like, you see that Rolando is already like 90 degrees from me. I cross his body here, okay? So try to think about that right now when you throw the legs to the side. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. And you gotta drill like this, just the way I'm doing here. I'm not doing this to be strong or heavy, no, it's just the way you need to do. You gotta drill exactly the way you're gonna do in the fight, okay? So I don't want to see you, because it's not gonna happen if you do like that, okay? It's not gonna work, okay? So you're simulating the guard pass in the fight, okay? Pay attention on the third step. Look, first step, second step. Look, the third step. This is really important, okay? Now, right, throw his leg and hug him really quick, okay? Let's work a little bit more, yes.
Sometimes hard to push the grips.
You can open the knee. Like, the reason like the De La Riva work is because my knees bend a little bit, see? If my leg is stiffened, like straight, it's really hard for me to put the hook. But I cannot fight like this. I can hurt my knee. That's why we bend the knee and end up like this is good for him. But really quick, when I do this, I go with my thumb slightly on my hamstring, so I can control. And when I grab, I turn my toes outside and I stretch my leg really fast, like this. Now I try to put the lever back again. You know? Oh, the other leg. This one. Yeah, this one, I need to turn my knee, but I don't step the leg here. If I step the leg, he can lock like this, or he can grab my other leg with both hands like this, or underhook. So I gotta be in a way that I'm far from him. Try to control my leg there. you know, and push here. You see? Put your weight on him. You know? It's like a steering wheel, okay? All right, let's work a little bit more. 1, 2, 3. So the first one, you know, sometimes if you try to push his leg down, it's not working. Like let's say he's really strong, you can push his leg up, like this. He's gonna try to replace the foot, and that's when you push down. You know? So if he's here, and then you feel like, you know, you're pushing here is not working, because he's really strong, don't let me go down. I go like this. And now this one is always good. When you try to replace, that's when you lock your elbow and push back, and then you go for the pass, okay? Now on this one here, we're gonna work a little bit different. We're gonna step over his leg, okay? But again, we're gonna pass the same side he's controlling my leg, okay? So when I'm here, first thing I'll do, go on the ankle, okay? Right on the ankle right here. I see some of you guys still here. Don't do it. This is very important. This is a very important detail, okay? At the same time I'm pushing his ankle, I'm opening my knee out. And then I step over his leg. And when I step over his leg, here, I'll step, but I'm not gonna step with my knee open, okay? I'll step with my kneecap behind his butt here, right on his hamstring here. Sorry, Roland. I'm doing like that massage, you know? And pinch your knees, okay? And you want to have his foot disconnected from your hips. So if his foot is connected in your hips here, it's easier for him to bring you over him, okay? So you here, and then you want to be like this, in a way that his foot is not connected, okay? Right between your butt. Try to put your foot between my butt. It's really hard, okay? That's the first step. Plus, my knee here is not gonna allow him to grab my leg. Some of you guys, this morning I taught the position. Some people open the leg like this. So that's when you underhook or grab your leg. Don't do it. Okay. So this is the first step. 1, step over. Now 2, I go here. And then I'll grab his knee here. Okay? Like this. Now I'm gonna start grabbing his collar here. And I'll open my knee towards his shin. Like this. When I open my knee towards his shin, I'm gonna do a small step forward. Like this. Here. And now I take advantage of his grip on my pants. I'm gonna put my knee on the floor. Right before my knee touches the floor, I'll hug him. That's his guard here. Okay? Once I pass the guard, I keep controlling his leg, stiffen my arm, face to him, and now look my hip. My hip goes really close to his hip, like this. I glue my hip on his hip so I don't give space for him to recover the guard. Then I square. Okay? And have my thigh connect to his thigh the whole time. Okay? Don't let go of your grips until he stops moving. Once he gives up, that's when you pass the guard. Underhook now. Okay? Again. So I'm doing this without any grip, okay? Just so you can understand. First step, 1, 2, okay? Second step. Okay? Third step, I'm gonna open my knee and then I step forward. Why I step forward? Because sometimes when I'm here, I feel like it's hard for me to hug him, it's hard for me to put my knee on the floor. I like this small step here. So I'm lower like on his side. Now look, my knee goes on the floor, and now when my knee is almost touching the floor, I hug his head, and I get the long step. Okay? I put all my weight on my shoulder on his face, take my knees off the mat, so I have a lot of pressure. Don't let go of the grip. Now I change the side. Then leg drag and pull this to you. Make sure your elbow is not open. Bring your elbow to your rib, like this. Okay? He's moving, establish, then you let go. Okay? A lot of people, they pass and they try to disconnect all the grips to try to go to the final grip. That's when the opponent recover the guard. Okay? So you gotta control the whole time. Again, if I try to pass to this side, for example, he's gonna be controlling this leg. If I try to long step to this side, he's gonna block me. Okay, so it's better for me to go the other way. So again, 1. I can control him here. 2, 3, and then 4. Connect your hips on his hips. Once you stop moving, underhook. Sometimes your opponent will frame under your neck like this. You do this, push, and put your head under his arm. Okay? Yes. If you control my collar, here, I can break and push here. You see, like, then I go here. Okay? Grab the collar. Sometimes you break it and you let go, he's gonna frame again. And this frame maybe it's gonna be bothering you, okay? You can pass long step holding the collar like this. But I feel like he can loop choke me here, right? Or he can go with the head inside and turtle, okay? You give more space when you're controlling just the collar. I prefer to hug really deep. When you hug the head, it's hard for him to recover. So step 1, step 2, then you go here. You see the step? Here. Another thing is when I long step, look at my knee. I don't have my knee facing this way because if I long step here, it's gonna be like this, like a reverse half guard. I don't want that because if I land like this with Damian, he's gonna take my back with very low. Like this, and then, you know, I did it. So pay attention, like when you go here, pay attention, open your knee and cross his shin. You see my knee goes here. And it's even better to trap the bottom arm. Try to let go and try to frame my arm. It's harder. So I have time to hug it. Okay? One more time, and then we drill. First, balance. Control. Step, break, control. You see the step? Okay? Let's go. 1, 2, 3.